Winnerbracket semifinal coming up. We follow Lucifer through the grid, and he's playing against 14 Sway, an old dude against a young dude. And here's your players. It's Night Elf versus Undead, a 33-year-old Korean against a 17-year-old 14 Sway. But Lucifer, he defeated one of Chinese hottest talents already. There was Ice Orc. Now the LP club member 14 Sway stepping into the ring. We start on Concealed Hill 0-0. Winner makes it to the round of 16.
Lucifer starting off with a Ted Fiend build order, which is being seen more and more nowadays against Night Elf. Perhaps because it's Happy's preferred way of playing nowadays. Speaking of Happy, he played against Foggy yesterday, and he did win that game for third in the BREC. But it was a 2-1. So Foggy did win one map. And you know how Foggy won one map, Neo? I checked out the replays. Last Refuge, he played one Archer expansion. And I felt so validated, because I keep on saying this. This Undead opening early on has zero pressure. So you should always one Archer expand against it. But people don't do it. Why don't they do it, Neo? They have to do it. And then they can beat even Happy.
You should really become a coach for some pro players we like.
Yeah, guys, I'm open for suggestions. Email me. Only $200 an hour.
Keeper of the Grove is the hero of choice for 14 Sway, starting in the upper right. Ring of Protection for him. DK is making his way over. We have an Acolyte Scout already for an expansion. 2 skeletons by his side, and no tech yet.
One Archer expansion.
Oh.
Smart boy, 14 Sway. One Archer expansion. Wisps next to the tree. He knows what he's doing. Oh, he even saves the Wisp, Neo. Did you see that? Did you see that, Neo?
Yep, I did. Is the damage... No, the damage is not enough. It will take a long time until he gets this expo up, though. And level 2 is not reached, so pretty hard to control the DK at the moment. But he will find it at some point. Question is, what's Lucifer's response? He saw it early, he has a lot of time to prepare for this expo.
Dude, I just got a tinnitus in my right ear. It's like ringing like crazy.
Oh, that's... I'm very sorry for that. I hope you get better very soon.
What is this? I hope this doesn't last for the rest of my life. That would be pretty annoying.
Only right, though. It's super imbalanced. It's even more imbalanced than Orc vs. Undead.
So imbalanced.
Nice steal by Lucifer. Gets the first chunk of experience here, but the Keeper is level 2. Makes this early game a lot easier. Gotta be careful. You don't want to give up that giant sea turtle. But more time for the expansion. And Lucifer got it, but is punished with an entangle and 3 archers shooting at him.
The entangle was way too late. He wanted to do it so he gets the item, you know, so the DK can't move. But it was a little bit too slow. But okay, he's level 2 anyways. The expansion is coming up. And yeah, that's the weakness of this Undead build. You cannot cancel Trees of Life. It's not possible. That is what the Ted Fiend build order doesn't give you. When you go for a normal ghoul opening, suddenly you show up with 4 ghouls. That's an easy Tree of Life cancel, especially considering Keeper will be level 1, excuse me, only. Yes, the Tree of Life is far away from the expansion, but it's gonna finish very early, and now can start walking over.
At least he can heal the DK back up, and he has 1.5 more coils. Gotta be careful with these ghouls here, though.
Sorry, I was gasping for the ghoul. Look at the Keeper. He's Lord of the Rings.
Yep. DK comes in a little too late for the big creep steal, but still prevents some stuff. Decent amount of archers. Good spread. Good concave. So this looks pretty safe.
Yeah. Again, it's just smart early game play. It's not like this is anything like a build order victory, but it's a really good build versus build play here by 14 Sway. Tier 2 for him is going to be a little bit later, of course, with the 1 Archer Expo, but it's still finishing pretty quickly. Tier 2 about to be finished for the Night of Wisp at the Tavern. That must be the Alchemist. Then, of course, the Keeper's best friend.
Another Wisp save into Moonwell. Alchemist second. Ah, gets the kill in the end. Didn't detonate it. But yeah, he managed to tech to tier 2 and get an expo up. For the Undead is on tier 3. Lich is coming, Slaughterhouse, Fiends. Lazy Fiends, man. They're only in the base, chilling next to the graveyard. Lazy people.
They're afraid of the roots. Much like Merry and Pippin were in the Lord of the Rings when they were in the Fangorn Forest.
Wow, that reference!
Do you remember that one, Neo?
Yeah, I just watched
That was a super nerdy reference.
I just watched it last week, so yeah, I did not forget that part of the two towers.
To be fair, when I watch it nowadays, this is kind of the scenes I skip. I know it's pretty disgraceful, but they're a little lengthy, those scenes.
Absolutely true. Nova on the keeper. Down to 50%, but the damage against buildings is limited, but against the Entangled Gold Mine, that might work well. Oh, Nova again. Entangle on the DK. Does he walk it off? Lich still putting in some damage. DK forced into a TP question mark. Another Entangle is the kill or slash TP, and he gets it. Can't reach in 14 sway. Saves the expo, saves the Entangled Gold Mine, and forces the TP. With a good exchange. And now
that was nice play by 14 sway again. He doesn't panic. He realizes, okay, you're out of mana. I have another entangle. I can force your TP and be safe on my own side. Well done.
Yeah. I think if Lucifer gets the Entangled Gold Mine, it's okay. But this way, that hurt. So shop control for 14 sway. These rings are now incredibly good for the Alchemist. And finally, Lucifer can start some creeping, but he has to make a pit stop at the fountain, I think. Lich has a claw, statues coming out, destroyer upgrade as well, but 14 sway starts the mass air production and mining.
He's going double statue into destroyer, so actually it's going to be a really late destroyer form here. So now Entangle can still be really good. Keeper is very far forward. Not using the Entangle just yet, going for the DK instead, who doesn't have a new TP. This could be the kill on him. Is the region from the statue going to be good enough? Keeper is following, but the DK makes it to the shop. That was pretty stressful right there for Lucifer, but now Archers caught out of position. The ghouls coming into the mix, and a bit of an overextension right there by 14 sway costs him 2 Archers. Did the Hippo Rider survive?
He was wept right away.
So he lost the Hippo Rider and 2 Archers. Okay, that's painful.
Player's forces are under attack.
Okay. 2 gold mines up now, and he's engaging again. Of course, far away from the critical mass of air. But he can't fight this at the moment with only the Lich being... Oh my god, this inventory is pretty crazy. Didn't notice it yet. Last hit. To Lucifer, that's level 3-2 for him.
Yeah, 14 sway is kind of giving a lot of mistakes out of hand. A lot of mistakes, what am I saying? A lot of advantages out of hand is what I want to say. DK now with double heal pot, he's safe. I mean, it's kind of understandable. He saw the vulnerability there on the Death Knight, but with statues next to him, it's always difficult to find that kill. And now we do have Destroyer form finished. 14 sway is trying to go for the counterattack, but it's only 2 Hippo Riders. Spirit Towers are already coming up. This is not gonna do much.
Gets a Fiend. Okay, but his base is under attack. With ghouls even. Could be a kill. The 14 sway has to react to this, but a lot of his army is still on the way. So even if he TPs... And he's not. He's going for the trade that we've seen so many times in recent Warcraft. Main base for expansion. But yeah, 2 towers up here. And not too many kills on Acolytes. Only now the second one. Keeper is hurt. He just sacrifices his expansion.
But that's not good for 14 sway. He must do a lot of damage here in the Undead's main, which he is doing, to be fair. All Acolytes are dead. Now the TP out is going to come. All ghouls died as well. And Lucifer's completely broke. He has to sell the big healing now.
He
be able to get Acolytes again.
3
yes.
Acolytes.
He queued some more. Okay, so it's kind of fine.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Lucifer is continuing to push. 14 sway, are you ready again for this fight? The shop is gone. 50 supply for him. 40 only for the Korean. But the keeper is low. Oh, we gotta be careful with that. Staff is on the keeper as well, so he's pretty much forced to fight without him. Nova hits big into the hippos. And the coil is on time. We do have one dispel. Web is coming in, takes out the fairy dragon early. This Lich is such a monster already.
Keeper with the double heal scroll coming in here, using the first one. Nova on the Hippo Rider. That's going to be that one taken out easily. The last Hippo Rider dead already. This fight has only started, basically. There's reveal here from the Sentry against the Burrow from the Fiend, so one of them will be getting taken out. But the next one survives. The spell against the Entangle here coming in. And once the Knight of Sight is out of mana, he's out of chances. The Keeper also out of health, almost. Oh my god, 7 HP. Use that invul, my friend.
Calculated.
Hold on to it.
But yeah, his army is just dead. He's killing 2 more fairies. A little bit of healing from this Keeper, but I guess he will fall soon. Invo Potion. Last ditch effort. Okay, he's getting the statues, but he's down to the heroes pretty much. Level 4 on the DK. Lucifer smashing this fight after killing the expansion.
Yeah, it's gonna have a Coil Nova here again in a moment. This makes things very dangerous for the Keeper. It is nighttime again. We do have some Moonwell regen once more, finally. And expansion attempt is coming up again. Tree of Life on 27 supply. But that's what he has to do. This Keeper strat just doesn't work on one base. Nova, Coil, Keeper dead, and GG.
Damn, that was a lot stronger from Lucifer than I thought. Or was it? I mean, it was pretty much 14 Sway's fault.
Yes, 14 Sway gave away his advantage there. It's just absolutely. He had the right idea. He had the right build. He had the right game plan. But then he threw it all away with that failed creepjack. And Lucifer takes it.
Yep. Happens. Good. One map away from the round of 16 is Lucifer. We do have some more results. The Hurricane Bow is up a map against... Who's he playing against? Oh, an unknown Chinese orc. Who else? Sini is down a map against Joshishi, kind of surprising. Hawk is down a map against Elegant. Linguagua is already qualified for the round of 16, killing fast 2 and 1. The unknown orc, by the way, has equalized right as we speak, so Bo is struggling a little. No other news, I guess.
Looking good for my boy Lucifer, Neo. I told you.
Yeah, you're right.
I could feel it. I could feel it. Could be them meeting the 2 brothers. No, wait, never mind. Couldn't be because Fast defeated Rojinwook.
Yeah, Fast was already defeated by Linguagua afterwards.
Yeah. Crazy. That's crazy. So Linguagua, your boy in the winner's final. Yes. That was pretty fast for him.
Yep.
Pretty quick.
Walk in the park.
Yeah, today we're going to be saying goodbye in Group B to 2 players. In the lower bracket round 1 meeting are now Bike, Rojinwook, Ice Orc, and Mango. Ice Orc, the big favorite there to make it through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wouldn't be too surprised if Ice Orc makes a deep run in the lower bracket, actually.
I'm trying to upgrade Wikipedia at the moment, so just talk.
Yeah. Show quite a bit of promise there. Yeah, Ice Orc, Linguagua in the same group. Only one missing here is Hug. That will be the awesome Orc newcomer group.
Hug is in the pro qualifier. Hug is in the pro qualifier, right?
Is he?
I think so.
Where he belongs, of course. Ah, yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, he's got that tough group, doesn't he?
Don't know it from the top.
Infi Chimiko, WFZ. Could be worse, I guess. Gonna be fun to see him on Thursday, I think. Yeah, on Thursday. Map 2 will be coming up here, guys. Lucifer's chance to make this a quick 2-0 and move on to the upper bracket final against Liguagua. Amazonia is our map, by the way, and Lucifer is the #1 Ghoul Rush player in the world on the pro level, especially on this map. And it's looking kind of like that opening again, because he's sending out the first Ghoul right away, trying to cancel the Ancient of War. That's how Happy won the deciding map against Foggy, by the way. But this Ancient of War is not as greedily placed, so it might be getting saved here.
Yeah, we see it
Always.
now. We're in game. Creeps are still attacking. Wisp is drawing the aggro, but Lucifer can of course switch it again. He's doing that nicely. That's a lot of damage. Joshishi advancing to the round of 16 as well. With a 2-0 against Simi.
Ancient of War does survive, though. And... Ooh, almost kills the Ghoul. Ooh. Calculated.
High five. Second necropolis. As this Ghoul pull-out always results in low lumber, has to go for the second necropolis.
Town is under siege.
20 people will ask this in chat until the end of the game.
So who's that better for? It's hard to tell. I think it should be better for 14 Sway. Like, if you do go for this Ghoul aggression right away, you really want to get the Ancient of War cancel.
Yeah.
Didn't get that. It does force a lot of repair, though. It does slow down the creep. But it should still be better for the Night Elf.
I mean, he can creep. It's not that the Engine of War was about to die or super close that he has to repair first. He can repair a little and eat some trees, and then it's all good. Second lightning shield here, shouldn't deny anything. Looks good for 14 Sway so far. That's his level 2 then, as he's cleaning up the apprentices as well. And the DK with the lightning shield as well.
Yep. Oh, denies the rogue. That's a little annoying. But he's still gonna get level 2 here from the next green right next to it. Lumber is really low, though. This is obviously what this opening does to the undead with the first Ghoul. Not harvesting lumber, but running across the map. Lumber is going to be very, very, very low.
Yeah,
And so
shop
the tech
only
will be
now.
low.
But it's in time for the Rod of Necromancy. Plus 6 damage. Okay. Standard creep route for 14 Sway, going for the Taskmaster if he sees that he has enough time and is not harassed or anything. Wisps again everywhere. They're all hurt, but he has good vision.
I especially like the Wisp at the Undead Natural. Sometimes we will see early creeping there with a sacrificial skull, especially if it's Lucifer. That could be a play. But he's checking for this.
Player's forces
And the Keeper here. Old school 1.30 Keeper, moving from camp to camp, getting level 3, and in a moment with that level 2 Entangle is going to be really strong.
And he's gonna get that pretty soon, but the DK with that has enough time to creep the Taskmaster too. A little slower, of course. Interesting tech by Lucifer. Like, using the second Necropolis and not the one in the middle. Not too sure if that provides the greatest coverage.
A player's forces
Yeah,
are under
I mean,
attack.
normally Night Elves never want to go into an undead base anyways, unless they're super, super, super far ahead. So maybe the idea is have a narrow tower closer to the lab to be able to snipe thingies quicker, what are they called? Sappers? Maybe that's why. Oh, here we have a creep tag in the south, though. Ghouls going in against the archers, but of course Entangle also trying to deal with them. It's going to be a 2-for-2 trade here, as it seems, with a long-range coil. Executing the next archer.
Player's forces are under
Ghouls are being sacrificed here pretty quickly, but I think it's a good sacrifice, because they're going to be pretty useless later on anyways. Whereas picking off archers is always valuable.
Yeah, this prevents Hippo Riders for, like, pretty much at all. And they have better damage than the Fairy Dragons, so I like that play as well, if he's not going for a Hunter Sword or something, which I don't think he is. Another kill, and that's level 3, with plus
Second
8.
crypt, by the way.
Oh,
Second crypt for Lucifer.
Gargs.
This could be Gargs. This should be Gargs.
Can also go double Fiends, or you start with Gargs and then go double Fiends.
Yeah.
I like it. This will be a huge stop sign for 14 Sway. If he ever wants to be aggressive with mass air, there's gonna be Gargs and they will rip this apart.
Does also mean though that Lucifer needs some ghouls. Like if you go Gargs, you need some ghouls as well to cover the ground, to cover the archers. But he still has a decent number of ghouls left here at 6. Alchemist comes in second, will of course be much, much faster than the Lich. Tier 2 finishing for Lucifer as well. And looking to creep. Tree of Life about to finish, but still gonna take at least 1.5 minutes until he starts mining, having to walk over and stuff.
Progress on the DK is pretty good. Level 3 here. Lich comes in, and here we have the Garg. Sometimes we see DK solo. Actually, quite often. And the very late Lich, not here. Need some firepower against Keeper and Alchemist, because the heroes is kind of what makes 14 Sway strong at the moment. In this
could be
distraction
this
play.
Tier 2 Gargoyle in. Like with a statue, with a couple of ghouls. And this has been a strategy for a while against exactly this Hippo Rider expansion play.
Hawk, by the way, lost his series to Elegant 2-0.
What?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Oh, surround.
Slow coming in. Keeper. Does he get surrounded? Oh, that was close.
Turning around again. Lich not out yet, so can't get a Nova. In the meantime, creeping for the Alchemist, stealing Lucifer's shop. And now the second hero is here, alongside more Gargs. And yeah, you're right, staying on tier 2, building a slaughterhouse. Heavy investment. Coil Nova though. At least triggering the invul or the TP. TP it is. Keeps the item for later. Expo scouted, still entangling. It's a lot of moon juice here. It has to be used. As he's super low on mana as well.
That Entangle got another ghoul though, so he got 2 ghouls for the TP. That's a good trade, especially if you're with an expansion. Oh, but the Expo isn't mining quite yet. This Nova is going to be big. Going for the Wisps right away. This is going to decrease the income significantly now.
4 Wisps were ready. It's almost a full gold mine. And still some damage. It's still entangling. Wisps coming in for the detonate. Gargs trying to do some damage in the air. Acid Bomb is still able to take out the one Hippo. And the second one most likely as well. Oh, the illusions. Are they distracting? Not too much. So air superiority acquired for Lucifer.
Lich in trouble though. TP transferred. Has to use it. With that, gets out. So, kind of an even exchange. But of course, with more Wisps in the gold mine, should be quick reproductions here. The pressure is still on Lucifer. The longer this goes, the worse it gets for him. Mana pot on the DK. Needs more coils. Ghoul numbers now also pretty low.
And no frenzy.
Yeah.
Not even close. He has to fight with what he has. And he's not building another Ziggurat, so he'll be stuck at 40 as well. Second shop for 14 Sway. Got big experience so far. 4 and 2.5. And no mana on this DK. Had to buy a potion. Lich, no orb, of course.
This is super scary for 14 Sway though. He only has 1 Hippogriff, 1 Hippo Rider. He actually mounted the Hippo Rider, which is extremely bad against Gargs. But I guess at least then the archers won't die too quickly to the ghouls. It's really hard to know, as the Night Elf here, what the right units are to go for. And so easy now for these 1-0 Gargs to dominate the air for the time being. 14 Sway has to buy some more time, but his expansion is under pressure. He doesn't really have much time at the moment. He needs to force back these undead forces. Nova coming in, Hippo Rider in trouble, Gargs following. Good unload, I guess, but the archer still dies. Level 2 now for the Lich.
Which is another Nova. More Gargs coming in. And he got that Ziggurat up. Of course, the trees don't do too much. Easy repair, but also easy kills. 1 volley is a Wisp kill.
DK's close to level 4. That would also be a big level up. Keeper very far forward, exposing himself heavily to the Coil Nova. But Lucifer not going for it. There is potions on this Keeper of the Grove to keep him safe. But it's only the heroes. 14 Sway trying to hold on with only his heroes against more and more guards streaming in from the main for Lucifer.
These Treants try to get rid of the ground army, but the statue is super protected, loved the position, was never able to attack that one. So regen and mana, and we have 1 Coil Nova already, 2 Nova. Can we break this Entangled Gold Mine? We'll take mining off for a minute.
Statue is the best kill here you can hope for, but more Treants are dying. DK now on level 4. Statue is gonna fall, but it's gonna take forever. Another one could be coming easily. Another one is already in production, but not at the moment here. Where are the units? 14 Sway. He's pulling them in the main, I think. Coil coming in, and the Nova, and that's the kill on the Alchemist. Keeper now by himself.
Forces are under attack.
Wow, without Acid Bomb. Here are some units. Sick. Oh my god, a lot of hippos. Was cool that he pools them before sending them in one by one, because they will be picked apart, but he really needed the Acid Bomb for this very fight here.
Yeah, absolutely. Without that, the 1-0 guard should certainly have the upper hand. Eats the ghoul for the Nova. That's a massive one onto every single Hippogriff. And now we're going in with shift click. Which army's gonna die first? It's disappearing really quickly. Lich hits level 3, gets the coil there in as well, and it's an easy fight for Lucifer. GG. He wins the game with the tier 2 Gargoyle in, which it seemed like 14 Sway wasn't expecting.
Yep, that seems to be a great counter against this. Of course, it's easy to say if it works as well as this did. Lucifer versus Linguagua is then the winners' finals on Wednesday for Group B, which is a pretty cool final, I gotta admit. So maybe we're going for that, depending on the other results, of course. Lucifer, definitely stronger than I expected. 14 Sway and Ice Orc alike, kind of weaker than I expected. Ice Orc less than 14 Sway, though. Like, less weaker.
Yeah. And Lucifer, it's a shame. Like, he's looking pretty good here once again. I don't know that he would be faring very good chances in the Pro Qualifier. I think that's too early to tell. But his season so far has been really weak. He's at 7 points at the moment.
Yeah. He didn't get a single point from tournaments. The first one he didn't play. The second one, I'm not even sure if he played. But yeah, he's at 7 points. He needs to catch up 10 points to Romantic and TH. That's pretty much impossible, actually. Oh no, even more. He needs to surpass Sok or Soin. That would be catching up 13 points when his opponents are in the Pro Qualifier. And super successful as Soin was in the Pro Qualifier.
Yeah, it's looking pretty desperate, unfortunately. But it's Lucifer in decent shape again. That's good to see, and that might be promising, you know, for the next coming weeks and months.
Yeah, hopefully he's gonna get a team again. That would be nice to support him a little. Czech found a home with Lucky Future pretty fast, so hopefully Lucifer will go somewhere as well. So that's it for the winner bracket today, but we have the lower bracket for you guys. And I would love to see 14 Sway versus Ice Orc. Is that somehow possible? No, right?
I don't think so. I think it's crisscross.
I think it's Bike versus Rojin Wook, but I don't have any results there. And Ice Orc versus Mango, and then it's crisscross. So yeah, we'll see what we get.
Still can't believe that Elegant won 2-0 versus Hawk. How did that happen?
I have no idea.
That is not a good sign for Hawk at all. Elegant.
Yeah.
The once upon a time, what was it? WCG 2011, 4th place?
13. 13 it was. His biggest result, of course. The second last WCG with 8 players only, or 6 players only, and Elegant made it all the way to the top 4. But then was pretty much squashed. Thank you, Zataron, for the tier 1 sub. Last 2 days of September. Make use of that to get all the replays, all the sub badges, all the emotes, all the no ads. We go into a little break and then we'll be back with the lower bracket where we have Bike, Rojin Wook, Ice Orc, Mango, 14 Sway, and Fast. So stay tuned.